On Sunday, Homeland Security Secretary Kristi Noem sidestepped questions regarding the Trump administration's plans to expand the Guantanamo Bay Detention Center, refusing to specify whether the expansion would include migrant women, children, or families. Appearing on NBC News, Secretary Noem repeatedly deflected inquiries about the specific demographics of those potentially housed at the controversial facility. Instead of offering a direct response to questions concerning the inclusion of vulnerable populations like women and children, she maintained that the federal government intends to utilize all legally available facilities to address the ongoing immigration challenges. Her statement effectively avoided confirming or denying the possibility of detaining families or children at Guantanamo, leaving significant uncertainty surrounding the administration's plans and raising concerns about potential human rights violations. The vagueness of her response underscores a lack of transparency regarding the intended scope and purpose of the expansion. Critics argue this ambiguity allows for the potential for arbitrary detention and a disregard for the well-being of vulnerable populations. The lack of concrete details surrounding the expansion fuels speculation and public anxiety, prompting widespread calls for greater clarity and accountability from the administration. The administration's emphasis on utilizing all available facilities under the law suggests a broad interpretation of legal authority and a potentially expansive approach to detention, raising further concerns about due process and the potential for human rights abuses. This strategy of evasiveness, avoiding specifics about the potential detention of vulnerable groups, serves to heighten public distrust and amplify anxieties surrounding the future of immigration policy under the current administration. The lack of clear answers regarding the inclusion of women, children, and families fuels speculation and increases concerns about the potential for widespread human rights violations, particularly given Guantanamo Bay's controversial. Secretary Noem's reticence to directly address these crucial questions only serves to deepen public apprehension and highlights the need for transparency and accountability within the government's immigration policy. The administration's approach appears calculated to avoid public scrutiny and minimize political backlash, while still pursuing its goals of increased detention capacity. This strategic ambiguity allows for maximum flexibility in implementation and minimizes potential legal and political challenges.